Hello and welcome to How Not to Play, the channel where I play video games badly. Today we are going to be continuing our Platinum playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. A quick note as we're going through this video, if you catch anything that I have done incorrectly or could have done better or just completely missed, please feel free to put it in the description below. I do want these to be as close to a 100% walkthrough as possible. While you're down there, go ahead and put a like on this video. It really helps to push these out into the algorithm and grow the channel. Also, please hit that subscribe button if you want to get notifications of any future videos in this series. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. Alright, so we have entered the our chapter select save. So it's just kind of Cloud here by himself until we figure out what we're doing. So we can go to System, Chapter Select. Let's see, and this will let us go anywhere in the game to finish up anything that we missed. And it looks like I did miss only 10 trophies, by the way. So 5 and 7 star hotel deal with getting stuff from Johnny's treasure trove. I have to defeat Sephiroth in the 3D Brawler. All of the Musclehead Coliseum bouts, all of the Chocobo races, hit level 70, do 300% damage to something, master all weapon abilities, complete everything on hard, and do all of Chadley's combat simulations. So those are the 10 achievements that I have left to do. Of those, Johnny's treasure trove seems the most daunting. So let's go ahead and work on that. And we'll probably hit a lot of these others on the way. So replaying a portion of the game in Chapter Select will return you to the start of that chapter. Current level, weapons, materia, etc. will carry over. You can choose how to carry over your quest data. Note that any odd jobs yet to complete will automatically reset. When you select a chapter, you'll be given the option to play it on hard difficulty, but if you do that, you cannot change that. So let's start at, well, if we start back at the beginning of a Golden Key, then we'll have to run through all of the Kate Sith stuff, storyline, before we can do anything. Let's see what happens if we go to where Angels Fear to Tread. We can retain current completion data, which is what I think I'm going to do. Previously completed quests will carry over, allowing you to polish off any odd jobs. I don't know what the difference is between current quest completion data and previously completed quest data is. Reset resets everything to the beginning. You'll have to start all of your side quests over again. We'll just retain current. I don't know. I really don't know what the difference is. We can go all the way up to hard difficulty here if we want to, but I'm not doing my hard playthrough right now. I am just trying to do my my treasure trove quests. So let's see where this puts us. I don't really have to go through all of the scenes. So yep, that will just put me here on the Tiny Bronco in... We should be able to... oh, I'm in the Meridian Ocean, right? We should be able to go to the Corel region, up here to Gold Saucer. No, wait. Johnny's Seaside Inn. It's back here. I mean, I'll eventually be going to Gold Saucer. But let's check out Costa del Sol, Johnny's Seaside Inn. This will tell us what we have to do to hit the 5 and 7 star hotel achievements. Alright, so here we see there in the top left, I have collected 57 out of the 88 treasures for Johnny's Treasure Trove. To hit the 7-star hotel achievement, I am going to have to get all 88 treasures. So we can hit L2 to view the treasure trove or talk to Johnny. And this will show all of the treasures along with what we need to do to get them. So for example, here I need to complete the Glide to Chocobo in the Cosmo Canyon region. So I will have to get rank 3 completion on all 3 of our tests to do that. In Junon, I have to do the Whirligig Whack. Under Junon, Riveting Rollers, the Dolphin Show, hard modes for Fort Condor. And so just kind of go through this list here and see which ones you need to do. Your list might be different than mine. It might be the same. You might have gotten some of these that I failed at earlier. Like if we go down here to Run Wild in Costa del Sol, maybe you completed that one. The Crunch Off in the Corel Gym, maybe you got that one, which I completely sucked at and am not looking forward to doing that again. But there are a lot of these that take place in Gold Saucer. For example, the 3D Brawler, defeat all standard opponents, all advanced opponents, and Sephiroth, who's going to be the ultimate opponent in the 3D Brawler. As we continue going, you've got the Ranger, the space shoot 'em up game, Chocobo races. So I'm going to have to go back and redo some Chocobo races. The cards, the Queen's Blood stuff, we did all that. Complete all survival challenges at Gold Saucer. That's going to be the Musclehead Coliseum. Oh no, wait, the survival challenges, that's Queen's Blood. Musclehead Coliseum is also there though. I need to complete all of the bouts there. And a whole bunch of other stuff. So go on down this list, see what you still need, and go ahead. And this is going to be our next task. So we said a lot of them were at Gold Saucer, so that's where we're going to go to knock out hopefully as much of this as we can in one go, and then clean up whatever's left.
Have yourself a magical day.
So a lot of my treasure trove entries are in 3D Brawler. So let's go ahead and cut those out first. The G-Bike we already got when we were doing Can't Stop, Won't Stop, so we don't have to worry about that one, thankfully. But I do have quite a lot of work to do in 3D Brawler. As we can see, I only completed 2 of them before. But that was before I knew about the pause trick. What the pause trick is, when your opponent goes into his attack, you hit the pause button. You see that he is lining up a left cross, so you know that you can hit dodge on your right stick to guard from it. And that way you can safely dodge out of the way. So he's doing another right cross. And then you just continue to do that. Hit them when they make their opening. Every now and then they become enraged and go a lot quicker. But the same trick still works. And then once you fill up your limit gauge, and then you just do that for all of your opponents. And It's a whole lot easier than trying to do it in real time. And that brings us to Sephiroth. Okay, all three from all three sides. Two sides, both sides. You know what I mean. It's gonna be tough. So yeah, even with the pause trick on Sephiroth, this is like the 20th time that I've tried this fight. There we go. Straight arm, kind of looking down a little bit. That's a side punch. I keep getting his left side and his left upper confused because it looks almost identical, but with his left upper he's kind of straight backed. With his left side, as we saw before, he's kind of hunched over a little bit. And then of course with his down strikes he hunches over a whole lot. Straight back, so that is an uppercut. That's an uppercut, or an upper strike. Side. Alright, we made it through one Fury. He will occasionally just give you an opening, but most of the time it's going to be through his Furies. See how he's kind of hunched over a little bit, but not a whole lot. He's still kind of looking up a little bit. That's his side strike, which I did not enter correctly. Well, I entered it correctly, just not in the appropriate window. Because Sephiroth is super fast, even with the pause trick. The windows to do the right times are still just super small. I can just make it through this Fury. Straight back, so that's an uppercut. He's bent over, so that's down. Did we get there? Did I make it? Yes! We beat Sephiroth! Whew! Yeah, that one was hard-earned. Polygonal Prizefighter in the bag. It only took me about 15-20 tries. Even with the pause trick, reading his moves and entering them correctly are extremely hard. If he really hunches over, then it's a down strike. If he hunches over a little bit, it's a side strike. If he's straight back with his shoulders kind of cocked, then that's going to be your upper strike. It's going to take you a little bit to read him, and even then, if you don't, if you hit it, either a pause too late or you hit your command too late, you'll do a block instead of a dodge, and Sephiroth will still gain limit, or sometimes your controller will mess up and just not hit the right command. I don't know, but we got there, we did it, we're done. Oh, and that gave us our 5-star hotel too for Johnny. And we have items available in the the thingy, the prize thingy. Where's the prize thingy at? Nope, that's Queen's Blood. There we go. The GP exchange. So if we head on down here to the GP exchange, now that we have defeated all of those guys.
Hey there! Got a big pile of points to trade me?
I sure hope so. So now we can get the Dio figurine for beating Dio. We can send that to Johnny's Treasure Trove. The Shiva figurine for defeating Shiva. Ifrit figurine for defeating Ifrit. And the Masamune replica for defeating Sephiroth. For 2,000 points. Alright, well, I mean, I've got it. So, yes. And so now we've got all of that sent to Johnny's Treasure Trove. And it looks like our next
Make sure to come back once you've racked up more points.
Item of interest is going to be at the Queen's Blood table, since it's right here.
Got your deck in order? If so, then it's time to throw down.
So since we have beaten the Blood Queen, we can now do our last survival challenge that we couldn't do before. If we remember with the survival challenges, you do not draw cards during the rounds. You'll draw 5 cards at the start of each round. Apparently on round 4 you don't get to draw at all. And there's 5 rounds total. Okay. So this will be fun. You start with already, you cheater. We'll just go ahead and start with this, I guess. How does he have a handful of cards? Wait, did he just draw another 5 cards and I wasn't able to? What the hell kind of bullshit is that? Alright, well, this is not gonna happen. What? On round 5 he gets the Shadow Blood Queen card? Are you serious? And draws 5 cards. That is utter horse shit. That he can still draw 5 cards and I'm stuck with nothing? Oh, this is gonna... Yeah. Oh, this is not good. Alright, we're gonna have to have a completely different deck designed specifically for this challenge. Alright, so for this we're gonna have to go on a little bit of a journey to collect all the missing Queen's Blood cards.
Welcome.
Because I noticed that I don't have them all. And sure enough, here are quite a few cards that I was missing that we can buy here in the Costa del Sol vendor. Got Special Forces Operator, Don Corneo, all of the Turks, all of our bosses from the last dungeon. Alright, so let's go ahead and get all these.
Thanks for stopping by.
Because I noticed when looking at my card inventory, you can hit triangle here and filter it by card number. Default is rank, so it puts all of your one pawn, then your 2 pawns all grouped together. If you do it by card number, here you got, if we hit our additional info with your touchpad, card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77. And then I noticed that when I went for 88, it went to like 97 or something like that. So I was missing a whole bunch of cards. And like here, it's going from 88, instead of 99, it's going to 102. So I'm still missing 4 cards here. Alright, so let's go on another journey. So remember, all the way back in the grasslands, there was this guy with a card shop named Thorin up here. So now that we've progressed beyond a certain point, let's see if he's got some new special cards for me.
Coming in lately to unload their cards now that war's in the offing. Guess people don't got time for games no more.
So let's go ahead and purchase some cards from him. And sure enough, we've got 99 through pretty much 106. Gilgamesh. So he's got a lot of our summons cards. Actually, he's got all of the summons cards, doesn't he? Because, yeah, that's where we got Ifrit and Titan and Fat Chocobo, and yeah. So there we are.
If you got the gil, I got the cards.
We've arrived at your destination.
Fun today at Wonderman Square. Try drinking everywhere if you're feeling feisty. Or if you've got the need for speed, check out the
And that should be all of our Chocobo cards. Queen's Blood cards.
Got your deck in order?
Except
If so,
for
then it's
the
time
last
to
one that we win from these guys here. As we see, 104, the Bahamut card for getting 10 points, which is the last Queen's Blood card that we have now. So yeah, let's go ahead and build that deck. So doing some research on YouTube, this is the deck that I found suggested, and so this is what we're gonna go with. So let's go ahead and give this another shot. Alright, so we've got Dio in our opening hand. Let's go ahead and... Oh, oops, I meant to throw some stuff away. But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and run with this then. Gigantor on the top. Dio here in the middle. Because that's really going to hopefully win us that middle row. Because he buffs every time something gets buffed, which is the same thing that the Space Ranger does. So hopefully that'll be enough. We really want to win the most amount of lanes with the fewest amount of cards. So I'm kind of okay here. I don't really have anything else that could win that bottom lane. Unfortunately, now I'm going to have to play something up top. So we'll go ahead and throw Sid up here. What's he getting buffed by? Oh, he's just a 2-power. So that'll win that top lane. And he'll replace himself with a tiny Bronco. So that's kind of why cards like Sid and Kate Sith and Moogle Trio are really good. because they'll replace themselves, which gives you more cards. Here we did lose the bottom row, but we won the top 2 rows, so we are still drawing those 3 cards, or 2 cards. So we're drawing a Cactuar and 2 my cards. So these cards are going to be very important because we're going to eventually stop drawing cards altogether. So we do draw 5 cards here, one of which, thankfully, is the Odin card. This card is really good, really good, because... What's his ability? Raise power for each enhanced enemy card. Okay. Because the opponent's only going to have that one spot there on the side well, normally they'd only have that one spot there on the side. So we really want to make sure we win this bottom row. There are like 3 spots to R1 on the top row, so we're probably not going to win the top row. So it's important that we try to win that bottom row. We are not going to use Rictus or the Shadow Blood Queen, because we need those in round 5. So I guess the Archdragon here, because I want to make sure that he doesn't gain a foothold there on that bottom row. So I'm not going to win that top row. He's still going? Dang, alright. As long as I'm winning that bottom row, I think I want to save my cards for the later game. And yeah, every time he was playing pumped up cards, he was just beefing up my Odin, so, I mean, I still won that game. Granted, it was only by 1 coin, but still, that did get me another Cactuar card, and now we've got a nice little handful of cards here, which is good because these are all the cards we're going to have for the remainder of the game. Ooh, that's nasty. So we're now in a tie for everything. Alright, well, at least I can win the bottom row. So I'll get to draw a card. Well, that's unfortunate. I really wanted to win that middle row. Maybe if I would have done them differently and played them I don't know. I think I could have won that middle row if I would have done it differently. So on this round, it's important to try and gain as many footholds as possible. Because once the round ends, Shiva will open oh my god. Open everything up with icicle thingies. How do you have the exact counter to everything I'm doing, dude? This is so not fair. Alright, I think I might be okay here. I really can't. So everything else gets an ice block, and it looks like opponent just got better numbers than I did, unfortunately. Yeah, I got all 2s and he got all 4s, so that was pretty crap. But now we are playing Shadow Blood Queen versus Shadow Blood Queen. So let's see how this goes. And of course, opponent still gets to draw their 5 cards for the turn. So we are going to play our Rictus. and our Chimera, because they pump for everything that gets debuffed. And so now we've got at least a decent chance of winning all of our lanes. I said decent, not, you know, guaranteed. Yeah, that's about all we can do. And 59 to 63 does not win. But that's what you want to do. Alright, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Why not? I've replaced Dio with the Ironclad. It's the same general principle. Ironclad gains power for each enhanced card. I'm not playing enhancements, so like enhanced enemy cards are fine. So the more he buffs his people, the better I feel about it. Let's see, I've also added in cards like Mandragora that just kind of replace themselves. So I'm not going to win that bottom row, but he did give me the top and middle, so I think I'm okay with that. And we'll just kind of keep the rest of the cards in my hand. We got Chadley? I've even forgotten what he does. Replace an ally and raise the power of affected cards by its power. Okay. And Junior gives me a baby Gland. Alright. So here we do have Odin, which is going to be our big card for Game 2. So mostly we're just wanting to make sure we win that bottom row. The other two rows don't matter as much. Yeah, there's not even much I can do about it. Let's just save my cards. Ooh, did we take a beating on that one. Alright, so this one we want to... We really want to win that middle row. So I should be able to win that top row fairly well. Let's see if we can't maybe win this middle row. Yeah, I think that's just it. I don't think I can really do any more. Oh, hell! No, dude. Alright, well, we can't let that stand. So we do at least win that top row. But man, we're taking a beating everywhere else. The most important thing here is board space. Alright, where is our... So that's like where these Mandragoras and stuff really come in handy, because they can give us some board pips. Let's try popping our Chocobo Jockey down here to really try and win that bottom row. So I think I'm just going to have to pass the turn and hope that I get a good card in that 3-pip square. Because I am going to get 2 little icicles from Shiva. I just hope they're good. Yes! I got a 6 in the top. Oh, thank God. Well, thanks Shiva at least. So that was a really, really good one for me. And so now we're going into the final game with quite a few cards. Most important ones being the Shadow Blood Queen, Rictus, and Chimera. All 3 of these cards, just like with the Shadow Blood Queen fight that we did earlier, gain power the more cards are debuffed. The opponent's deck here is really geared towards debuffing our cards, so putting those in will really help with that. Is the opponent out of cards? Really? Okay then. Is this kind of cheap? Don Tonberry kills their Shadow Blood Queen. Okay. Yeah, this went a whole lot better than I thought it would. I don't have to do anything else here but pass the turn. Let's see, what am I at? I'm at 82 coins now, and I'm gaining 18. That'll put me at exactly 100. Let's go ahead and throw a few more cards on the board just to make sure. Oh, we can go ahead and kill that too. Let's see, now we're at 19. We'll make 101. Yeah, we're just adding insult to injury now. So let's go ahead and pass the turn here. Grab our 100+ points. And consider this one a W. So yeah, we got the Bahamut card. That's the last card that we needed to complete our Queen's Blood deck. And we got our survival challenge done. So that should get us what we need for Johnny's Treasure Trove. Just to go over the deck that I switched to, because Dia wasn't working for me, I swapped him out with an Ironclad. Same general principle, gains power for each enhanced card. My deck doesn't enhance things really so much, so it was mostly for the enemy cards. Odin does do good in Game 2. For Game 3, we basically just have all of these cards that replace themselves with Mandragora, Kate Sith, Moogle Trio, Don Corneo. So when you play all those cards, they add more cards into your hand. Those are kind of like our fillers. Grangalan, I'm not really sure I liked that card, but I mean, it did the same thing. Because you get Grangalan, Grangalan Jr., and then Baby Grangalan. So, I mean, once again, that's, even though it's one card, it's 3 cards in your hand. I filled it out with Molosserus and Chocobo Jockey, which both give you an extra 10 coins if you win their lane. So that's what I did there. And then for Game 5, we've got Shadow Blood Queen, Chimera, and Rictus, all of which raise power by 1 for each other enfeebled card, which a lot of times, I don't know why the opponent didn't do it there, but in previous games they were using that Bahamut card that we see there on the right to enfeeble a lot of enemy cards, which would then raise the power of Shadow Blood Queen, Rictus, and Chimera. And so that's the premise behind the deck here. This is what worked for me. I YouTubed the quote-unquote best deck to play this survival challenge with. I played like 25 decks, or like 25 games with it. Made it to the end once, which we saw here in this video, and then lost anyway. I built this deck. I won literally the next game. Like, seriously. I had to restart my first game because I didn't have Ironclad in my hand, but my second game, when I started off with Ironclad, this was it. You saw it happen right here. So, that's what I did there. Feel free, if you're having trouble with, other cards, give this one a run. See if it works for you. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, you might as well go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps push the channel out into the algorithm and helps it grow. Also, please hit that subscribe button to be notified of any future installments in this series and any future series that I do. Once again, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.